This is the 7th video in a sequence of 9 in which we will delve into the precious details of Psalm 8. Verse 6 declared that all things were put under man's feet. Verse 7 begins to enumerate what those things are, starting with animals. This creates a bridge from general authority, verse 6, to practical dominion, verse 7, showing that God's intention for humanity includes rulership over the creatures of the earth, echoing Genesis 1:28. All sheep and oxen, yea, and the beasts of the field. David begins to detail the scope of the dominion granted to man, as introduced in verse 6. The general statement, "Thou hast put all things under his feet," is now followed by specific examples to emphasize the fullness of man's God-given authority. All sheep and oxen, these represent domesticated animals, those that serve mankind directly in agricultural life, such as for food, labor, and clothing. They are symbols of man's provision and productivity entrusted into human care. Yea, and the beasts of the field. This expands the dominion to include wild animals or undomesticated creatures that roam freely. Even those not directly under man's cultivation or use are still subject to his broader rule by God's design. David is not only acknowledging the breadth of creation, but also how man's rule spans both tame and wild, emphasizing both privilege and responsibility. Psalm 8-7 shows that God's design is orderly and intentional. Humanity was made to exercise loving stewardship, not dominance for selfish gain. The inclusion of both sheep and wild beasts speaks to a universal stewardship. Yet in a fallen world, man's dominion has been marred by sin. Still, in Christ, the perfect image of God, this dominion is restored and fulfilled. He is the true man under whom all things are truly placed, Hebrews 2-8. We are reminded here not only of our calling, but of our need for redemption to walk in it rightly.